Hey, baseball fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to the show.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Houston Astros. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Though both sides, this game really matters as the postseason is approaching.
Deeper and bring out your best with so much opportunity to be able to punch your ticket for October.
Just about to get started, and starting in this one, Christian Javier. What's the scouting report on him?
Yeah, Bogey had the swing and miss stuff working last time out. Had 10 punch outs. So much fun to watch. That's if you're on the defensive side, not as a hitter. We'll see today if he can bring the same type of result.
Here's a big power threat. Lou Gehrig. The pitch. Ball Abreu steps on first for the out. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And Chris, they're not lacking for guys that can hit the ball over the fence.
And with that said, these guys have to be patient at the plate because the opposing pitchers are not just going to feed them fastballs down the middle. They're going to have to get deeper into counts and sometimes take the walks. But when they get their pitches, they don't usually miss them, and that's what I'm expecting to see here in this one.
That one ripped right center field. Way back there. And out of here. A solo shot. His latest homer in an incredible season. And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Well, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
1 out, base is empty. And here is Cal Ripken Jr. Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way and gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His first homer of the year. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Now here is Babe Ruth. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Brantley in position. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Packed house here at Minute Maid.
That is it. The right fielder for 13.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Reggie Jackson. Big time power. That one drilled left field. Sliding try, but it gets down. Should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
So a man aboard, and next for New York, Derek Jeter, coming off a 4-hit game back on Wednesday. That's a laser base hit. Reggie chugging around third. He'll score, and they're up by 3. Not in time. He's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Second in the AL in home runs. And that one hammered. That's going back. Back some more. And out of here. He powers one out to right field. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 5-zip. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And up next for New York, Jorge Posada. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Cut off, throw to second. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Back here in Houston and getting to start, Garrett Cole. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. And the pitch is in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
5-run lead after their first at bat. That is huge at this point, but you've got to keep the attitude to keep your foot on the gas. Don't let that team back in this ball game. Cruise to the finish line, but do it with intention.
Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Got it by him for the K.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
And Michael Brantley is going to come up to hit. Mattingly has this one sized up. 2 down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently.
Force for his team right now, kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, number 1. When Cole's brother-in-law Brandon Crawford took him deep, Cole signed a pair of spikes for Brandon Crawford. One that said adios pelota and the other one that said out of here.
Yeah, calls by the great John Miller and Dwayne Kuiper of the San Francisco Giants.
And the pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to the second inning now from Minute Maid Park. It's the Yankees 5 and the Astros nothing. Back here at the ballpark, here's Shohei Ohtani. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
0-1 now. That one is absolutely belted back there. And that is gone. Shohei Ohtani goes deep. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add on. It's 6-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Christian Javier out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Blake Taylor on to pitch here.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Line drive, base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Hard hit right side. Abreu takes it himself. 1 out in the second.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Cal Ripken Jr. He's already homered in this one. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He circles the bases. His second home run of the game. It's 8-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Next is the designated hitter, Babe Ruth. Flied out his first time. Hit hard. That gets through.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now here is Reggie Jackson. Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add to the lead. It's 10-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So they turn things over to the righty, Rafael Montero. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. Stepping in, Derek Jeter. That one's on its way. No question about it, and that one will go. He'll circle the bases, and they add a run. It's 11-0. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And now Ken Griffey Jr. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Next to hit, Jorge Posada. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 13-0.
The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. The solo homer his first time. And that's in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. And that one fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And 199th career homer.
Yep, closing in on a pretty big career milestone. 300 will be extremely special. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Phil Maton gets handed the rock out of the pen. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Lou Gehrig getting ready to hit.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
On a line, base hit. Around first, heading for two. Throws to second. In there safely.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And next for New York, Don Mattingly. Base knock center field. Here comes Gehrig. He'll score easily, and the lead continues to grow.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Man at first, Cal Ripken Jr. stepping in now. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Out of here. A shot to left. That's his third home run of the game. And they add a couple more. It's 17-0.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Base is empty, one away. Now up is the Yankees DH. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's gone. The Rockets one to right, and they tack one on the board. It's 18-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Austin Davis.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
And up next for New York, Reggie Jackson. On the ground, right side. Over to Abreu, and there's 2 away.
Now batting the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. So it's a baker's dozen. 13 runs across in the inning. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. Yankees out in front, 18-0. Back here at Minute Maid Park, bottom half of inning number 2. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, number 0. Garrett Cole, Chris, a guy who was the first overall pick out of UCLA in 2011, and he's turned into one of the best starters in baseball.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how things came full circle for him. Drafted by the Yankees out of high school, didn't sign, as you said, went to UCLA, and now pitching the number 1 guy in the rotation for New York.
That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike. And he married another UCLA player's sister, Brandon Crawford. He's married to Brandon's sister, Amy. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
And stepping in for the Astros, number 50. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And a foul ball. Chris, Alvarez has turned into one of the best young hitters, maybe one of the best hitters in all of baseball. He's got some of the most raw power in the entire game. Right-hander kicks, deals. Little chopper rolls foul.
Yeah, and won that Silver Slugger Award in 2022 in a slugging percentage of .613 and OPS over 1,000.
The 0-2 gets a piece and stays alive. Runner at second here, one gone. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Now a long throw home, and he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
The right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Alvarez leads off first with 1 away. The next pitch misses. 2-2. Got him looking for the K. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
And now it's Alex Bregman. That one's in there, 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Here's the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, right field. Jackson brings it in for the 3rd out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full. The Yankees lead it 18-1. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. He flexes his power with that swing, his 2nd home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 19-1.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jorge Posada. And a rope into center field, base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Shohei Ohtani. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. And no one can get there. Posada around second, headed for third. The relay throw. One away as the second run of the inning scores.
The times that these guys take infield before ball games, they work on this play right here. And when it comes together perfectly, nice throw to the cutoff man, relay to third. You feel pretty good about cutting that guy off and keeping him from getting a triple and getting an out.
And now, Lou Gehrig swings and blasts one deep to left center. Hits the fence. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Up next for the Yankees.
So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
One down. And next for New York, Don Mattingly. Crushed to right. And that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. A two-run homer. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add a pair. It's 22-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
New arm out of the bullpen, Seth Martinez.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitch so far this season.
So one out, nobody on. Here's the second baseman, Cal Ripken Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Ripken measured 6 feet 4 inches, more than 3,000 hits in his career, and he's one of the few two-time MVPs in the league. Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way and gone. He sends it out of here. His 4th home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 23-1.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
One out, base is empty. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
The 0-1. That one's on its way. No question about it, and that one will go. He leaves the yard to right. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 24-1.
back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Now at the plate, Reggie Jackson. There's a swing and a drive. Brantley ranging back. Back some more. Grabs it right up against the wall. Two outs, base is empty. Derek Jeter now at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it is gone. That one felt good, and they add to the lead. It's 25-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Two outs, nobody on. Ken Griffey Jr. digs in now. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and the inning is over. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Yankees lead this one 25-1. Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Jose Abreu. Abreu, a former MVP, 36 years old. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. Cole back to work. There's the strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Next offering is fouled back. Oh, and 2 now. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Well, Singy, one of the smallest guys in all of baseball, but the resume is incredible. An MVP in 2017. He's won the World Series twice. 6 times a Silver Slugger, 3 times a batting champ. 8 different times he has been an all-star. What a career he's put together. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Yeah, and just continuing in the line of Bagwell and Biggio and guys in the Hall of Fame. He's headed there himself, Boog. But one thing about it, you mentioned that size does not hold him back. You know, only Manny Ramirez has more postseason home runs in Major League Baseball history than Jose Altuve.
Here's Michael Brantley. First time up was a pop out. Towards first. Mattingly takes it to the bag. Inning over. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jorge Posada. The pitch. Liner caught at second.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Shohei Ohtani stepping in now for the Yankees. Out towards right center field. Brantley in position. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
The third baseman, number 4, Lou.
So the batting order turns over. Lou Gehrig will hit next. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. He'll touch them all. And they add on. It's 26-1.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And now the first baseman, Don Mattingly. That's ripped, base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the second baseman, Cal.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Cal Ripken Jr. trying to do what no player has ever.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This guy gets a chance to hit his 5th home run. Whether he does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Bangs off the wall. The throw into second. And he's out. Touchdown, and that ends the inning. Back here in Houston, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, number 43. The Y to kick the pitch. Foul ball there.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
0-1. And there's a foul ball. Oh, 2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him looking. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Comebacker to the mound. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
The batter, number 50.
And next to hit for Houston, number 50. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense. At the catching spot. He swings and fouls one off.
it's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
0-2 now. Set down on strikes. Throws him with the heater at the knees. Brian Abreu takes over on the mound.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
In now is the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth.
The designated hitter.
And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. And he deals. Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. His third home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 27-1.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And up next for New York, Reggie Jackson. That one finds the zone. Strike one. At the belt and fires. Smoked on the ground a second. Over to Abreu. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Derek Jeter. Swung on, belted. Brantley going back, back some more, still going back. It bangs off the wall. Throw cut off to third. The tag, and he's out trying for three.
Well, the defense definitely on the clock with that one. Everything had to be perfect to get the runner at third. And you talk about a throw on the money, the relay to third, just a good job all the way around.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Ken Griffey Jr. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Brantley makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Houston, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. And a pitch. Check out these numbers. In 2019, he was the American League Rookie of the Year and established a Major League record for OPS by a rookie in a single season. 1067 was his on-base plus slugging. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
In that 2019 season, became the first Astro to hit a homer into the third deck at Minute Maid Park. That's an absolute blast.
Swing and a miss. That is strike two. Got him swinging.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Tucker, the next to hit, takes ball one. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Right side. Ripken whips it to first. And Tucker is retired.
Third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
Now it's Alex Bregman. In there for strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Here comes a pitch. Ripped to short. Slings to first, and the Astros put down in order. Welcome back. And now the big-time power threat, Jorge Posada. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers and their #1 job.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And it hits the top of the wall. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder.
And now Shohei Ohtani. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Brantley ranging back, looking up and out of here. He crushes that one to center field. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 29-1. Singy, that's number 300 for his career.
Well, indeed, this is a moment he'll never forget, Boog. 300, such a special number, and so are the names he wants to pass coming up on the career home run list.
So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Hector Neris.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
So up next, Lou Gehrig. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Base hit, left center field. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And it's another double for him. His 5th hit of the game.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and they extend their lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work. And discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And the batter now, Cal Ripken Jr. That one down the line, and foul ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And the righty deals. That one ripped. And it's off the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Fought off foul. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. And the 0-1. That one hooked foul. And here it comes. Liner, and that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and the lead continues to grow. And that's a double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
So man aboard, Reggie Jackson stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's in there for strike 1. And the pitch. Line drive caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Derek Jeter. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. Now, Ken Griffey Jr.
The center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
This one in the air, right field. And that one hops the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. And they extend their lead. And he's got a double. Man at second here with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Jorge Posada.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one's carrying. That'll touch down off the base of the fence. Runner from second scores as they add on. And the lead continues to grow. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And in scoring position with 2 away. And next for New York, Shohei Ohtani. Smash down the left field line. And that's just foul. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. Right side. Tucker should have it. Makes the grab, and that is that. But they score 7 times to blow this thing open. Back here at Minute Maid Park, Jose Abreu up to hit.
The first baseman, Jose Abreu.
Jimmy Cordero into the game. This guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Number 70, Jimmy Cordero.
The pitch. There's the strike. Cordero, a 6'4" righty. He features a sinker, a 4-seamer, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. The 0-1. Oh, great grab on the dive. The throw. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Now it's the DH, Jose Altuve. Foul ball. Sing, you think about all the success Altuve's had in the postseason, including the walk-off homer off of the Yankees and Aroldis Chapman in 2019. Only Manny Ramirez has more postseason home runs in Major League history. Kicks and fires. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 outs, base is empty. Michael Brantley stands in.
Yeah, Jose Altuve really tells you a lot about how he's able to play the game and feel no pressure, just performing at a high level in the postseason. And no doubt he's been a big part of a couple of the Houston Astros World Series championships.
Right-handed reliever. Ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. And they get Brantley for the out. Inning over. Ryan Presley taking over on the mound.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Now the third baseman, Lou Gehrig.
The third baseman, number 4, Lou Gehrig.
The pitch. Dives and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time though. He keeps his composure and they get the out. Don Mattingly, the next to hit.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
That one ripped. Caught just shy of the wall.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And that one pulled foul. Hard hit left side. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if these guys are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
2 outs, runner at first. In now is the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
And here is Reggie Jackson. Out towards left center. Alvarez heads towards it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. 7th inning stretch time. You're dialed into the show. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, number 1. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Wandy Peralta.
Well, the ERA tells you pretty much all you need to know. Under 1. He's been fantastic coming out of the pen.
The pitch. Bounce to the right, Mattingly. And he handles it himself for the out.
The batter, number 0.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, number 0. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
The 1-0.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Kicks and deals. And it's fouled away. Left-hand hitter waits. Fights it off. He'll see another. and looking for the K.
The batter, number 50.
And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And welcome back. We're at the top of the 8th. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
The shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Presley back to work. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Throws to second. And that's a leadoff double.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So a man aboard, and now it's going to be Ken Griffey Jr.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Jorge Posada getting ready to hit. That one hammered center field. Brantley going back some more, racing back some more. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Lou Gehrig. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Don Mattingly now at the plate. Swing and a base hit.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
So 2 down. Cal Ripken Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. That one is back. And that ball is out of here.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And he's getting a standing O for me right now.
And the batter now, Babe Ruth. Back up the middle and a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Here's Yordan Alvarez. His home and away splits there.
The left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
Michael King gets the call from the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
The wind of the pitch. And he pumps it a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move to the at-bat.
And the 0-2. To the right side. Cal gets it over to first. And a quick out, number 1.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. And the right-hander deals. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Here's the 0-2. And down on strikes. 2 away.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Here's Alex Bregman. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Righty to the plate. On the ground, right side. Cal gets it over to first. And they get Bregman for the out. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Back here in Houston, we go to the ninth. And stepping in for the Yankees, Reggie Jackson. And a pitch. Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Derek Jeter digs in now. This one smacked out to left center. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one down. And up next for New York, Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Liner caught it second.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jorge Posada. Base knock right field. Digging in, Shohei Ohtani. That one ripped. Tucker going back, and it's gone.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Here's the third baseman, Lou Gehrig. In the air, center field. Brantley in position. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. We head now to the bottom of the ninth. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. And here's the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
The first baseman, Jose Abreu.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Jonathan Loaisiga.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Loaisiga, in his 6th season, he features a sinker, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer. Oh, 2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. Fouled off. He was late. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
The 0-2. He goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Now Michael Brantley steps in. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. At the belt and fires. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Left-hand batter waits. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think these guys have forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Time of the ball game.